Okay. A lot of you had questions after our last video, so I figured a lot. So today we figured we would answer them, at least as many as I screenshotted. First one, are your boyfriends also bi or are they gay?
Gay.
Gay.
Soup's gay. Like really gay.
Like really gay. Is this true? I can't tell if it's a joke or not. It seems like one.
It's not a joke.
Not a joke.
We don't fuck around.
I would really want to know, where do you guys sleep if you live together, or where would you? Because I already have problems sleeping with just one person. Let me tell you, it is a struggle.
I mean, the benefit of what our current situation is now we do have 2 beds in the same place rather than, well, we have to figure it out anyways.
Kenny wanted his own room for that reason, and it's a really good idea because I've definitely taken advantage of
Me too.
sleeping in a bed all by myself
It's nice.
when I know I need a really good night's sleep, or I just don't feel good or something, or you just don't want to share a bed with 2 people.
The answer to that is a California king, which I've been pushing for.
We need one.
I think they should get one.
We have 2 queen-size beds.
We should just put them together.
Yeah, we should just
One
mend them.
mega bed. We didn't actually even answer the question. Before it used to, yeah, we would all sleep together in the same bed. And then since moving here, it's changed a little bit, but basically, yeah. Polyamorous? I don't know exactly what the question was supposed to be, but I figured we could just use it as an opportunity to like explain the idea of being polyamorous. Not that we're like experts, just
yeah. I mean,
because-
we're in a relationship. We're in a 3-way relationship, and so in that way, we're polyamorous. We're not open past.
Yeah, we're like an
Past this.
exclusive poly situation.
Yeah.
I guess we're not full poly because poly just means that you're
With everyone?
with it.
Is that what that means? Not everyone.
Everyone always.
You have the best relationship.
Thanks.
How did you guys go about initiating the idea before you got together? Mainly wondering how I bring up the idea of wanting to bring someone else into our relationship without my boyfriend feeling like I'm not interested in him anymore. Siri?
Siri wants some input.
Sorry, Kenny. I can't do that.
Can't do what?
She doesn't want to join our relationship.
She just won't.
She just wants her input.
Buckle up.
Back when we first got together, I was very straightforward with him, and I said, I'm not the kind of person that will admit that one person can like satisfy me for the rest of my life.
So, I mean, I understood that. I mean, I've had a few other relationships and other experiences before, so I related to that as well. I mean, not deep down, but I'd always kind of wondered about, I mean, more group situations, not like more
50 people.
Yeah, but I kind of felt weird admitting to that just because it's not, of course, most like acceptable. And like we didn't for a very long time. I mean, it was very much a monogamous relationship for, I mean, about half of, the time we've been together. Like 2 years plus, a few years later, I find myself in this situation.
What situation?
Is your relationship monogamous?
I guess we might have answered that with the last one on
Yes.
accident. Yeah, it's monogamous.
Or at least,
In the sense
how
of-
about
yeah.
exclusive?
How do you all kiss? In turns or at the same time? I'm curious.
All at once in one giant massive
I mean,
tongue.
we have done a few 3-way kisses.
Oh, we haven't.
But just
Like
yes, we
once
have.
or twice,
As a
maybe.
joke.
I mean,
Right?
that-
Yeah.
I literally was just about to say. Oh, okay. So pretty much, do you always have to be intimate with all 3
of us
people in
at
the
one
room?
time?
No, not at all. I am totally okay with Kyle and Kenny having a good old adult theme time.
But I will say that, like, in terms of like other people's relationships, it's something that you should definitely talk
That's
about
a rule
Yeah.
first. So like,
essentially.
yeah, that's something you gotta figure
There was a
out.
lot of talking for us to get to this point.
This whole process has been a lot of talking.
You have
That's a huge
to
part of this whole
constantly
thing.
communicate.
How do you handle jealousy?
I mean, I don't know if you've ever felt very much jealousy.
I've definitely felt jealousy.
Really? Well, I mean, of course,
when
I
when I was working, I would like see you guys like at restaurants, like going out to, I don't know.
Like Instagram and stuff?
Yeah. And I'd be like, damn it, I'm at work, I can't be there right now.
I mean, everyone feels some sort of jealousy, but it's just like, no, I am working. Like, they're not excluding me.
The jealousy was definitely a process for me to like coming to terms with everything. I mean, it started off just occasionally jealous. I mean, just because you see this partner you've been with for this very long period of time, being intimate with someone else. And that was a struggle for me, but it was also a turn on. So it was like this very weird, like, mixture of emotions for me. I mean, it was never like some horrible, awful thing. It was just like, oh, I don't know quite how to feel about that, and that's okay.
Well, that's another thing that you have to communicate about. Like, if you're feeling jealousy, it's not like it's an invalid emotion. Like, feel it and talk about it and like share it. It doesn't have to become this like big issue unless you let it.
How you all opened up to each other about the idea of being together. I mean, there's a day I remember specifically of Jacob and I going to the beach and having a picnic. You were out of town. This was like several months into like us hanging out, seeing each other, and like we kind of sat there and we're both like, you like Kenny, right? I'm like, yeah, I like Kenny. I like Kenny a lot. And like we both like, we want to ask him if he wants to be, more exclusive.
We both talked about our feelings and what we were gonna say to him, and then
We said it.
we said it. We said it, yeah. And
he said yes!
Yeah, he felt the same way.
I wasn't really worried about it at all,
Well, no.
ever. People would ask me in the beginning, like the first couple months, what is that? What is it, like, what's happening? What does that mean? And I was like, I don't know, whatever.
We didn't put a label on it, and I think that's what got us to the point that we were at, because we were, able to still, thrive as a couple. He was able to thrive individually, and then at the right point, we came together, and it's worked out perfectly. So you don't have to slap a label on anything until you're ready.
How do you balance your time together?
Now that we live together, it's a lot easier, I guess, in the sense that it's not like, oh, we have to really organize our time at his house or our house, or do you want to not have a roommate?
I'd have to drive to Koreatown and like find a parking spot that took 30 minutes each time, at least.
I go to work throughout the day, so they'll have some time together in the afternoon or so. Because Jacob will drive for Lyft or Uber in the morning, like he'll take me to the station. Like weekends, Kenny and I hang out a little bit more, because of course it's my normal time off.
This person has a lot of kissing related questions.
Yeah,
we can kind of like condense this into like a basic question.
Drew really wants to know.
We've talked about this before, but I don't know who I kissed first.
You two kissed first.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first. But it was like one right after the other.
Yeah, it wasn't
same
like
night.
separate days or anything.
It was like within seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you guys decided before that it was happening.
No,
already.
we did not.
No,
Jacob and
you
I,
know?
we did not have a conversation.
I had decided it was happening. Was it difficult to become part of an already established relationship?
It's for you.
Is it?
I don't know that difficult is the right word, because I wouldn't say it was difficult. I would say it's a little weird though, but I don't know if it was. It might also just be because I haven't really had like a real relationship before. Like before this, I'd like dated a couple people, but it was never like we're like a couple and we're doing coupley things and we're like dating officially.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was never like I never had an official anything. So I would say it was weird, but not difficult.
Did you feel like a third wheel, or did you always feel pretty comfortable like being with us and like not? It's definitely them, and I'm just this guy here.
I feel like there were moments where I felt a little more excluded, but it was always like a passing thing. It was never like a full like day or something. I think that's the last one.
And that's it.
For now, at least.
For
If
now.
you have any more questions, feel free to send them, but
Yes.
we're gonna call it quits.
I'm glad you guys are also inquisitive about our lives.
And supportive. That's
Yes.
been the cool
Yeah,
thing.
there's
Yes.
so many supportive messages. Thank you so much.
There's been so many more poly people or people who have just said, hey, I want to try this, or I've always been curious, so thank you for
Yeah, I was really
talking
surprised.
about it.
Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Yes?
Yes.
Since I'm wearing this shirt, in case you didn't know, I go live on YouNow every Friday. Last time, you guys were both there. It was a good show. Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific. And people keep being like, I missed it. So I think we might do it we might just do a random one sometime too.
Yeah, we might.
Not like another schedule.
Throw
I
a
might just randomly be
pop live.
like, hey, we're gonna go live. So if you wanna know when we're gonna go live though, you can follow me on Twitter. It's just at KMOF, K-M-O-F. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.